Okay. All right. So this female started coming in before you even came on because I do this meditation where I am on a beach and I walk up. It's a meditation that our teacher does, and I walk up to this bistro table with two chairs and I sit down and I invite a loved one of Rosemary to come sit with me. And, I put out my hands and, you know, invite them to sit with me and talk to me like we're friends. So I was getting this person before you even came on because, like, when you imagine yourself sitting at the table, like someone shows up. So this female is older and it was very distinct. She had a braid like to the side. So if her hair was braided, there was a braid to the side. And she had a very like rugged face, like weathered. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think you know maybe who it
Yeah,
is?
because look, I got tears already.
Oh,
Whoever it is,
oh,
can you see this picture?
yeah.
Would it look like that?
No, I mean this was an older.
Well, this is a real young picture.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking it's her because she used to wear her hair braided off to the side.
Oh, she would braid
Steffi.
her hair. She would braid her.
Yeah, that was a different picture.
Okay. All
And
right. Well, don't
I
tell
don't,
me anymore.
okay.
Yeah, don't tell me anything.
Whoever it was maybe gave me tears.
Oh, well, I'll keep
I think
going.
it was her. Okay.
Tell
Was it
me.
dark hair?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
She's the only one I would know with the side braid.
Okay. So, what caused their passing, I felt like was something to do with the brain, like either like a brain aneurysm or brain condition, or I don't know, something with the brain is what I was getting.
Hmm.
Um, and then for personality, I was getting that they were a hard worker and like no nonsense. And I was getting like she would wear jeans or work pants or like work clothes. I don't know. Did she do a type of work that would where she
Then it's who I thought it was going to come through off the bat. It's somebody else. It isn't my cousin, Steph.
okay.
I know.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know her with that hair, but everything else is there.
Okay. So as far as relationship to you,
Mm.
I'm hearing aunt, but that could be one generation up. So it could be like, does that make sense? A generation up from you?
Well, can I say something or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be my aunt.
Okay. Okay. For hobbies and interests, I was getting like something with knitting or crocheting or sewing. Did she do any of that?
No, but that makes sense somewhere else.
Okay. So just hold on to that. Um, Something that she saw you doing recently.
Uh-huh.
So I saw you either like doing something with a bathroom and tiles, or then later I got something with painting. Have you done anything with that recently?
When my mom passed,
When your mom passed, you were
yeah,
doing that,
I painted everything.
but that wasn't recently.
No.
Okay. All right.
Going to do something, but you saw me towels, like floor towels,
Yeah.
not like dish towels,
No, tiles.
tiles.
Yeah,
Okay.
tiles. Yeah. Um, and then for a shared memory, I was getting horses, and then I felt like it was something to do with watching horses, maybe at a fair, something to do with horses. I don't know if you can think of anything that that would make sense for. And then I asked about a memento that you
Mhm.
might have, and I kept seeing like a cameo brooch, but that could also be like a symbol for something. So then I wondered, was there a piece of jewelry that would have been special of hers?
I have an old plastic cameo.
Yeah,
It wasn't from anybody that I could think of, unless that was my aunt that gave it to me and I don't remember.
right. Okay. Is there anything special about the month of November or the number 11?
Hmm, I don't know when anybody's birthday was. I
Yeah.
their birthdays.
Or passing, or is there any anniversaries or special things about November for you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It could be somebody's birthday, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Um, all right. I asked about special names.
Mhm.
Anything um with a Helga or another H name or Louisa or an L name or anything that sounds like those.
Had an Aunt Louise, but I didn't know her well enough to do anything like that stuff. Like
How would she have been
that was my mom's sister.
so the aunt, which
The name Louise would be that,
yeah.
but I don't know what she would come through.
Well, so who do you think this is that I connected with?
Hi, Aunt Rose, because she was
Okay.
waiting for you.
Would she have been would she have been related to Louise?
Sisters.
Okay. So that could be that. Anything
Hmm.
with Helga or an H name
Mm,
or sounds like?
no,
Okay.
it might come to me.
Yeah. And would she have baked any special treats that you liked? Anything like that? Would she have baked?
Well, if I go back to the knitting and crocheting, that was my grandma. That's all she did.
Okay.
But none of them other ones would have.
Right. Did your Aunt Rose have any children?
Do.
She had two.
Huh?
Was it a boy and a girl?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got that she had two children, boy and a girl.
Hmm.
And then the kind of house that she lived in. Do you know what I mean when I say like a split level house?
Well, she lived in an old farmhouse,
Yeah.
but then she also lived where her shop was. So it was like all weird put together in different levels.
Okay. So like the shop was in one section and she lived in another section? Well, that would
Hmm.
kind of make sense then.
Hmm.
'Cause I was
Yeah.
getting some kind of like a split level
Yeah, you
kind
had to go upstairs to get up to her where she lived.
of. Okay. Okay. Um, so do you know how she passed?
Well, she was older, but she drank a lot.
Okay.
But I know she did have something with her brain.
Okay. Do you know if she had a favorite dog ever? Did she have
Yes.
because I asked about like who greeted them when she passed.
Hmm.
I was getting a dog.
Her little dog Minette. When Minette died, my dad went to bury her and she posed Minette in all these poses before we put her in the box and buried her.
Oh my
She loved Minette,
god.
little
Yeah,
poodle.
I was getting a dog greeted her on the other side.
Yeah, she was a white little poodle,
Aw.
like a
All
goose.
right. And then like messages, I was hearing these things. So I heard, you're a tough cookie. I don't know if she would ever say anything like that. And she was saying, we're so proud of you. And you're a hard worker like I was.
See, that could be a couple. I mean, that could be my mom too saying something in there, but
Right.
yeah,
Right.
that
That
could
was
be all of them.
right.
You
Right.
know?
I mean, they could all be there just saying that.
Right, right. And that's like all my mom's side because my mom, my grandma, my Aunt Rose especially believed in all this. So I
Okay.
knew she was, I knew it. I was seeing if my dad's aunt would come through. And you said Helga, but we call her Teta.
Oh, okay.
It was
And
Aunt.
you do have a Helga that is in the family?
No, Teta.
Heta. Okay.
That
Okay.
was, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing with an H.
Did so when I first was describing an older female with the braid and the
Yeah.
rugged face, does that sound like
Like
Rose?
well, she probably would have wore something maybe at her side. I just always knew her with a wig,
Oh, okay.
but she worked hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a picture of her.
So hard worker, no nonsense.
Oh yeah, no nonsense at all.
Yeah. So I did have Anne,
Yeah.
but she probably wasn't doing the knitting and crocheting and sewing.
That was my grandma, I think, coming that with that.
Yeah.
Because I asked my grandma to come through.
Okay.
Yeah. I asked for people not to speak English to come through to see what she brought.
Did your Aunt Rose speak English?
Yeah, she spoke English, but my grandma, my teta, she didn't. So that's why I wanted them to come through.
That's funny. It's all energy. They're sending,
Yeah,
I'm not hearing them speak. They're just
right.
energetically.
Yeah. Yeah, but Aunt Rose could have had a braid on the side. And I remember, I mean, she did pass from alcoholism, and alcoholism does eat your brain.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Right.
so,
Okay.
and she's very no nonsense.
Yeah.
And she did work hard.
Right.
Very, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this again. I'm going to get a new sheet of paper. All right. So I'm just going to just try to connect with somebody right now.
Okay.
So I'm getting a man that is like balding on top. He may have glasses. Might have a beard too. Um, and yeah, older. So for their passing, I feel like something with the liver. I'm gonna write this down as we go.
Mhm.
Mm. So for personality, I'm seeing like he had a sense of humor. Like he could be goofy or I don't know, kind of shy, but would try to make people laugh. Is this sounding like anybody?
The older man balding in glasses is like my whole family.
Yeah. What about a beard?
No, no, what did I have one cousin that had a beard
Okay.
and the liver. I don't know. My dad had his kidney. It was his kidneys that were bad.
Okay.
The humor.
All right. Let me keep going here. Because it also could be, because I'm getting that this also could be like a friend or a contemporary. So when I say contemporary, like someone kind of your age or like your generation. Does that ring any bells?
Mm-mm.
Or any cousins? Coworkers? Neighbors?
It'll probably come to me after I think about it. They'll come to me. I'll be
Okay.
like, why do you know me then when I
All right, let me keep going. And I feel like he would have had something to do with sports, like for hobbies, interests, or work.
I was thinking of who it was, and then when you said that, you kind of rang a bell.
The
Mm,
sports.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember the beard, but he might have had something that I just didn't know. And he was the only one I could think that had a sense of humor.
Okay. All right. Let me keep going. Have you been making a pot of soup lately?
A lot of
Or
stuff.
or any um yeah, I was seeing something like, so when I asked about what they've seen you doing recently, I just had the impression like, I don't know, cooking over a pot, like on the stove. I felt like it was soup or something.
I made stew
You made stew?
a couple weeks ago.
Okay. All right, let me
It turned into soup, but it was supposed to be stew.
um would you have ever like gone to a car show with him or done anything with like going to look at cars?
Not
Anything?
that I know of. No.
Um, I don't feel like I have, this is really hard. It's really hard to connect. Does the name Joe mean anything?
Yeah.
Joe?
Uh-huh.
Was that his name?
Uh-huh.
Is there anything?
Sports. Sports hit it right there. When you said sports, that's I didn't want to say his name.
Okay. Is there anything special about April? The month of April?
I don't know. I'll write it down. I could look up and see when they're I have everybody's cards from when they died.
Oh, is this a relative?
My Uncle Joe, my dad's brother, and he was the only one with a sense of humor, and he was an umpire, so he did all the sports stuff.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I almost wrote uncle, but then I don't know, I just doubted myself about it. Um, Hmm. Let me see if I can get anything else. Would he have like admired your gardening or anything with your garden? Would he have had any involvement with that, or like would he have ever talked about anything with your garden?
I mean, my mom and dad used to give them stuff all the time out of the garden.
Right, right.
That's the only thing I can find, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. Was he you said was he bald on top? Did he have glasses? You
Hmm.
said that was a lot of the men in the family.
Yeah, but and I don't know what he passed from. I don't remember.
Right.
And it might have been something with his liver, but he was the only one I knew that had the sense of humor and stuff.
Yeah. And then he would
He was an umpire, so he
right.
was sports.
Okay.
I just come across some of his stuff in the garage. I have his old umpire stuff.
But his name was Joe.
Uh-huh. Uncle Joe. We liked him because he always gave us quarters after church.
Oh. See, that would have been a gold nugget if I got
Yeah.
that. Shoot.
If you'd have said quarters, I'm like, yes, that was Uncle Joe. But you
Wow.
said, yeah, you said Joe.
Yeah. I don't know why. Usually I'm able to get names. I don't know how. I just get it clairaudiently.
Yeah.
Well,
That was good though. I
yeah.
mean, April could have been his birthday or date of death or something. I don't know.
Right.
Like his
I
whole
know.
family, his wife and daughter are gone. So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
thought maybe his daughter would come through.
Oh, that's hard.
But that was good though.
It's hard
Like
to.
I don't know what should I say because I didn't want to say too much.
No, yeah, yeah,
When
yeah.
you said, I almost said that's my Uncle Joe, but then you said Joe.
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't say Uncle
Yeah,
Joe. Yeah. Because I heard Joe. So I'm glad
yeah,
you didn't give that away.
because it was sports with it that gave it
Yeah.
away to
That
me.
made you think of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
I don't like doing the live.
You like doing the like do it
10 minutes.
yourself,
Yeah, just let me connect and, stay in that one brainwave for 10 minutes and get the information. And then
right? Right.
hard to go back and forth because it's hard to like maintain that connection, you know?
From trying to ask the questions.
Yeah, yeah. Because you're really like, you're supposed to be in a different brain state, like when you're connecting on the other side,
Hmm.
which is like this is beta right now. You and I talking to each other is beta. And then I think maybe it's like gamma or something. I don't remember. Theta is like really deep, like when you're in deep meditation. It's the one in between there is when you're connecting with the spirit realm.
So you're writing this, so you're actually opening your eyes and writing things.
Yeah, yeah.
So does that stop it too?
I don't think so because I do that during the 10 minutes too. Like I have my list of questions. So while I'm connected, I'm asking, for the information.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's good though. Yeah, because I had a feeling my Aunt Rose would be like trying to get ahead of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's,
don't know why, just yeah.
yeah.
She
Yeah.
was some I thought it was my cousin Steffi because she always had the long hair and it was, braided down the side. But
Okay.
she didn't she wasn't too old when she passed. I think she was
Right.
50 something.
Yeah. Well, and when you said that you had a bunch of relatives that passed when you were young or before, what did you say also before you were born or
Well, I was young. Like I don't remember most
so,
of them.
So it might have been hard for you to validate things if you didn't
Mhm.
really know them too well.
Right. Like a few of them, if they would have come, I would have never knew who they were,
Right. Yeah.
you
Hmm.
know.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was good though. Whoever came in was like gave me tears right off the bat. Was if you were the first 10 minutes, like I just had goosebumps. Like whoever's coming keeps coming through me and give me goosebumps. My whole left side shook. I'm like, what?
That's cool. Now,
Yeah.
in your text, you said something about someone on the side of you or let me read your text. I didn't understand your text. Um, you said you're hoping for two people, but I think someone else is front and center waiting for this.
My Aunt Rose.
Okay.
That was her.
Okay. Um, you said I would like them to say something that would let me know they are actually here with me.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, did that make you think that?
Oh yeah, no, that was good.
Hmm,
Someone saw me cooking something, and I cooked lamb. It was lamb stew, so we all like lamb. Like our family all like lamb.
okay.
It did turn into soup though.
Yeah.
So
I'd kind of be curious to see a picture of your aunt. Um, but that makes sense about like you said she was an alcoholic.
yeah.
I
So
mean
she
that would kind of make sense, like just the yeah, kind of rugged, like probably not healthy. I imagine she probably wasn't very healthy.
I have pictures. I put them away so the cats didn't eat them.
Yo, are they chewing on stuff?
No, no, they won't touch none of that. They stay away from that.
That's good.
Yes, I want to get frames, but I do have pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Huh.
yeah, get it out, I'll send it. She
Well,
would have had the hair on the side too, because but probably younger, you
yeah,
know. I
yeah,
knew everybody when they were old already.
right, right.
Hmm.
Well,
Good.
I'm gonna stop the recording.